You came here to find out which 4 types deep intuitives should avoid, and you probably expected me to tease it out for 10 minutes before giving you the answer, but I won't. The answer is, the 4 types that deep intuitives should avoid in close relationships are ESTJ, ESFJ, ESTP, and ESFP. There. You have your answer. You can leave now if that is all you wanted, but if you're curious about why these specific types create such painful dynamics, that's a different question entirely. And here's what makes this truly strange. These are often the exact types deep intuitives are magnetically drawn to early in life, long before you truly know yourself, long before you've undergone individuation, the Jungian process of becoming who you truly are through psychological work. Let me show you why this pattern exists, how you eventually outgrow them, and what to do when you find yourself stuck with one of them. Stay with me, because understanding these dynamics might be one of the most important psychological clarities you ever gain. A quick note before we continue. This video isn't an attack on these 4 types. I'm not saying that they are bad people. I think they're compatible with many other personality types and bring real strengths. What we're discussing here is the specific cognitive incompatibility between these types and deep intuitives. This is about function dynamics, not moral judgment. Now let us look at why this pattern happens. Before anything else, you need to understand the kind of reality the 4 deep intuitive types live in. Deep intuitives, who correspond to the INFJ, INTJ, INFP, and INTP in modern typology systems, share 2 characteristics. First, introverted dominance. Your primary processing happens internally. Whether it's introverted intuition, introverted thinking, or introverted feeling, your core orientation is inward. You retreat into internal space to understand the world. External stimulation depletes you. Second, intuitive perception. Whether through introverted intuition, seeing the singular pattern beneath the surface where things converge, or extroverted intuition, seeing multiple possibilities branching out, how things connect, you perceive through meanings and abstract patterns rather than concrete, tangible data, which is the way of perception of sensing types. Now compare this to ESTJ, ESFJ, ESTP, and ESFP. These 4 represent your pure cognitive opposite. They're all extroverted dominant. Their primary processing is external, outward, actively engaged with the environment. They engage outward to understand, and they need people around them to engage with them. They're all sensing-oriented. They perceive through concrete, tangible data, either introverted sensing, what past experience has proven, or extroverted sensing, what's happening right now in the present moment. You process internally through abstract patterns. They process externally through concrete data. You need space to retreat inward. They need outward engagement and pull you into their world. This creates 2 draining patterns. ESTJ and ESFJ impose frameworks based on what's proven to work. ESTP and ESFP impose stimulation based on present moment action. Both violate your need for internal space and meaning and symbolic understanding. So when an INFJ follows an inner intuitive thread that reveals where things are heading, an ESFP stays anchored in what is happening right now. When an INTJ sees the underlying pattern within a system, an ESTJ focuses on the established method that already works. When an INTP explores the abstract structure beneath an idea, an ESTP attends to what can be confirmed through direct experience. And when an INFP searches for the symbolic and emotional meaning behind events, an ESFJ aligns with what maintains immediate social harmony. 2 realities collide. One inward, one outward, one symbolic, one sensory. Let's put these 4 types under the microscope. First up, ESTJ and the procedural authority trap. ESTJ combines extroverted systematic thinking with past proven frameworks. They actively organize the external world, including you, according to what they believe are efficient, proven systems. When you're young and uncertain, their confidence sounds like wisdom. They seem grounded. You defer to them. This is the false authority trap. Their certainty doesn't come from deep understanding. It comes from systematizing what they've absorbed from tradition and experience. They're confident because they've never questioned the frameworks. They mistake familiarity with procedures for understanding reality itself, and they won't let it go. Your inefficiency bothers them. Your deviation from proven methods is a problem that needs correcting. This steamroller effect means they keep pushing. Why don't you just make a pros and cons list? Just follow the standard procedure. Why are you overcomplicating this? They're not asking, they're correcting, and they'll keep correcting. In relationships, they give grounded advice that's just conventional thinking delivered with confidence. You defer to their certainty while doing the brutal work of questioning everything. They're repeating programming you've already deconstructed. They try to optimize you. Your complexity isn't depth, it's inefficiency to fix. You can't easily escape because they're actively managing you. Next, ESFJ, the social enforcer. ESFJ combines extroverted social harmony with past-proven social norms. They actively manage everyone's emotional temperature according to social convention. For someone who values authenticity over harmony, this is suffocating. What we see here is guilt-based pressure. Why can't you just go along? You're making this awkward. That's not how we do things. Your authenticity becomes selfishness. Your depth becomes drama. Conversations stay pleasant and superficial. Any attempt to go deeper is met with discomfort, what I call the surface prison. Let's not get too heavy. Why do you always analyze everything? Can't we just have a nice time? They genuinely don't understand that what feels like pointless philosophizing to them is how you experience reality. In relationships, you can't share what you're actually grappling with. Your psychological questions get flattened. Your existential concerns become mood problems. Your emotional complexity is managed rather than met. They want you easier, less authentic, less deep, more conventionally pleasant. Then we have ESTP, the action bulldozer. ESTP is extroverted sensing dominant. Their entire orientation is immediate sensory experience and present moment action. They respond to what's happening right now. They need to be doing constantly. When you're processing internally, they see stagnation. This creates a relentless action demand. Why are you just sitting there? Let's go do something. Stop overthinking and just try it. Your pattern detection struggles with them because they're genuinely spontaneous. They react to immediate stimuli you can't predict. There's no framework to map. They're responding in real time. This unpredictability is exhausting. They view your abstract theorizing as pointless. When you want to explore meaning, they want to know if it works right now. In relationships, conversations stay action-oriented. Your attempts at depth are met with impatience. They want to experience things together, not discuss meanings. Your need for internal processing is incomprehensible. They experience your introspection as withdrawal. Unlike ESTJ and ESFJ, who impose systems and social norms, ESTPs impose action and stimulation. It's exhausting, but less morally judgmental. They'll just go do something else if you're too in your head. And finally, ESFP, the spontaneous drift. ESFP combines extroverted sensing with introverted feeling. They're spontaneous and experiential, but have genuine emotional depth, expressed through experiences and aesthetics, not psychological exploration. They need the environment stimulating, fun, engaging. Silence is uncomfortable. Deep conversations feel like downers. Let's go out. This is getting too serious. Can we do something fun? They have emotional intelligence, but through different functions. They read mood through immediate cues, body language, tone, vibe, not underlying patterns. They process feelings by doing something about them. This creates what we can call mismatched depth. In relationships, you enjoy their warmth in small doses, but extended time drains you. They want to go places, do things, experience life. Your preference for conversation over activities feels boring. There can be genuine affection, but you're chronically unmet at the level of depth. They're not trying to correct you. They're not aggressively action-oriented. They're warm and accepting, just in a different dimension. The incompatibility is obvious, so you're less likely to get deeply entangled. These relationships often just don't deepen. No fights, no conflicts, You just realize you're in different worlds. Now you've seen all four types. Here's what connects them: extroverted dominance and sensing orientation. Your pure cognitive opposite. ESTJ and ESFJ both impose based on past proven frameworks. This is the right way because it's always worked. They won't let deviation go. ESTP and ESFP both impose based on present moment engagement. Stop thinking and start doing. They can't understand why you're not in the now. All four drain you because none respect your need for internal space. They all pull you outward. So the real question becomes this: if these two worlds are so different, how did deep intuitives ever end up entangled with them? This is the part that hurts. You were not attracted to these types by accident. You were attracted to them because you projected your undeveloped qualities onto them. When you were younger, before understanding yourself, before individuation, you lacked grounding. You lacked self-trust. You lacked a relationship with concrete action. You were rich in potential, but poor in structure. You're all abstract possibility, intuitive leaps, theoretical frameworks, but you haven't learned to trust your judgment in the material world. You're floating without structure or action, simply because it needs time to understand and follow patterns and to understand and trust your way of perception. And here comes someone who seems to have what you lack. ESTJ and ESFJ types, grounded, confident, certain, structured. They appear to know how the practical world works. This is what works. They showed you clarity, order, confidence. ESTP and ESFP types, bold, action-oriented, fully present. They seem to know how to live rather than think. Just do it. They showed you spontaneity, decisiveness, presence. You mistake their certainty for wisdom, their boldness for confidence, their engagement with concrete reality for the groundedness you lack. What you saw in them was not them. What you saw was your own undeveloped functions reflected back at you. This is projection. You didn't love them. You loved the version of yourself you hoped to reach. In Jungian terms, they represent your underdeveloped sensing function and your relationship with the extroverted world. The parts of you that need to learn to operate in concrete reality, engage comfortably in external spaces, make decisions, take action, trust yourself in the material world. But here's the error. You can't develop your underdeveloped function by outsourcing it. When you defer to proven methods, you're not becoming grounded. You're avoiding the work. When you rely on their spontaneous action, you're not becoming decisive. You're outsourcing engagement. The relationship feels supportive, but it's preventing your development. Then you do the work. Shadow integration, self-examination, dissent. You develop your own relationship with practical reality, not by becoming a sensing type, but by integrating your underdeveloped sensing to serve your strong intuition. And suddenly, their approach sounds hollow. With ESTJ and ESFJ types, you realize this isn't wisdom. This is inherited frameworks delivered with confidence. They've never questioned whether the proven method is proven or just traditional. They've never examined whether social convention equals moral clarity. Their certainty comes from not asking the questions you've been asking. With ESTP and ESFP types, you realize this isn't confidence. This is present-moment reactivity without depth. They've never sat with uncertainty long enough to let patterns emerge. They've never questioned whether immediate experience is the only reality. Their boldness comes from not looking beneath the surface. The spell breaks. What you thought was wisdom was familiarity with procedures. What you thought was confidence was reactivity without reflection. What you thought was groundedness was either rigidity or constant motion, neither of which is the integration you needed. You've outgrown what they represented because you've developed your own grounding and capacity for action. You've become your own authority. But cognitive incompatibility doesn't disappear just because you've individuated. You can't erase some of them from your life. They're still there. The parent who enforces social norms, the colleague who demands proven methods, the sibling who pushes for constant action, the old friend who wants everything light and fun. So now that you understand why these relationships drain you, What do you actually do? How do you navigate these unavoidable relationships without losing yourself? You might notice I've stopped naming types and started describing behaviors. That's intentional. In real life, people don't walk around with type labels on their heads. What matters is recognizing the patterns, the systematic correction, the guilt-based pressure, the action demands, the surface-level engagement. You respond to what they do, not what letters they are. This is the point, not to pathologize types or create enemies, but to understand yourself, understand why certain people drain you through cognitive incompatibility and move from theory to practice. Once individuation begins, the spell breaks. You develop your own grounding. You learn your own authority. You enter your own unconscious and rebuild it from the inside out. Their confidence no longer feels profound. Their decisiveness no longer feels wise. Their harmony no longer feels meaningful. Their presence no longer feels inspiring. You begin to see what was projection and what was real. You no longer need external validators. You can see their limitations without bitterness, not because you're superior, but because you've developed what you once needed them for. You develop discernment between inherited certainty, spontaneous reactivity, and earned wisdom. So what now? How do you walk forward once you understand that these relationships were part of a developmental stage rather than a destination? You have 3 paths. You can renegotiate the connection, you can let it fade, or you can leave entirely if the relationship demands that you shrink your inner world. But in some circumstances, like at work or with family, you can't simply walk away. So what do? Simple, respond to behaviors rather than trying to change the person. When someone tries to systematically correct you, whether through proven methods or social norms, set firm boundaries. I'm not looking for advice on this. If they can't respect that, reduce contact, or use strategic grey rocking, keeping conversations surface level and logistical. Save your depth for people who can meet you there. When someone demands constant external engagement, whether through action or stimulation, recognize you can't sustain their pace. Time-limited engagement works. See them in short bursts. Accept that extended time drains you, or shift to activity-based relating where you do things together but don't expect psychological exploration. The key across all these relationships: stop expecting them to meet you in your internal abstract world, and stop letting them pull you into their external concrete world at your expense. And once you release the need for someone else to ground you, another question arises: who should you seek now? The answer is simple: people who have done their own psychological work, who can hold complexity without resolving it into action or systems, who value authenticity and depth, who question their frameworks, who meet you in abstract, meaningful spaces, who energize you, who respect your need for internal processing. Often other deep intuitive types who've individuated, sometimes sensors who've genuinely developed their intuitive functions. The type matters less than depth of self-examination and respect for cognitive differences. Look for earned wisdom, not inherited confidence. Reflective depth, not spontaneous boldness. Mutual enrichment, not complementary deficiency. This is less about type and more about development. Depth recognizes depth, and that leads us to the final realization. This recognition often creates loneliness. Relationships that felt supportive now feel limiting. But there's a difference here. This is the kind of loneliness that liberates rather than isolates. It is the solitude of someone who no longer hands their inner life to people who cannot hold it. You've built internal authority through psychological descent. You've had your worldview shattered, sat in darkness of uncertainty, questioned whether your frameworks were conditioning, done brutal shadow work. You have seen the architecture of your psyche, and now you know the difference between real wisdom and loud certainty. Some of these early relationships mattered. They shaped you. They revealed what you needed to develop. But not everyone does this work. Those who speak with most confidence or act with most boldness often question the least or pause for reflection the least. You can honor them without carrying them forward. Now you stand at a threshold. The question is simple. Are you ready to choose relationships that match who you have become rather than who you were before you understood yourself? You've earned that. If this resonated, leave one word in the comments. Threshold. I want to see how many of you recognize this pattern, and if you want more of this depth psychology for deep intuitives, subscribe to this channel. I explore these patterns every week, but for those of you who want to go even deeper, longer essays, more complex analysis, the kind of psychological exploration that doesn't fit in a video format, I write on my Substack, and it's where I unfold these ideas at the length and depth they deserve. The link is in the description, and always remember, confidence and wisdom are not the same thing. And here at Wisdom and Happiness, we walk the path of wisdom together.